In this video, I just really want to reiterate how important the thumbnails and how important the title is. Obviously, this is so obvious to anybody, no matter who you are. It's kind of obvious that these two factors are the biggest factors into dragging people into your video. So what I'm going to do is in this video I'm going to kind of teach you guys more about how to pick up why a single video has gone viral and what you can do within your own niche to kind of get the same results or just get people to click on your video. That's essentially what we want. So over here I have 10 fastest gaming computers. This is what I searched up. Oops, didn't mean to click that video. So 10 fastest gaming computers. Let's say this is one of the general info list videos that you wanted to make, and your channel just happens to be around gaming computers. So the very most important part is their title, obviously in the thumbnail. So when it comes to the title, you want to make it short and sweet, and you want to make sure that within the title you are containing the highest rank or the highest search volume, lowest competition keywords that you possibly can, as long as it's relevant to your topic. That's the biggest part. It has to be relevant to your topic. You can't just put a bullshit title that's clickbait but bullshit. You can't have a bullshit. It has to be within the parameters of your video topic. Now, I know that's pretty obvious to a lot of people, but I do see so many of my students actually tend to veer, like steer away from that and go the completely wrong direction. And when you bullshit your title, when you bullshit your thumbnails, you end up getting a lot of dislikes. And sometimes the YouTube algorithm doesn't favor that. Notice it's a dislike video, let's not pump it out. That's essentially how the YouTube algorithm thinks. That's one of the ways it thinks. Now, guys, keep in mind the YouTube algorithm is huge. It's a huge umbrella, and it considers so many different variables when it comes to ranking videos, pushing videos, suggesting videos, all these things. So it's not obviously like click-through rate and average view duration are the two biggest factors when it comes to being promoted in the YouTube algorithm, but there are other variables like to dislike ratio, how people engage on the video, how many times the average person watched your video. Was there any part of the video where someone had to scroll back or like just rewind a few times just to rewatch it because it was that good? All these different factors that you can look at when it comes to the YouTube algorithm actually pushing your videos. But anyways, I steered way off topic, kind of relevant but off topic. So let's go back into this. So right now I'm just going to talk about like why are some of these videos so ranked up. So, like when I search up this key phrase right here, why did these come up? Like out of all the videos in the world related to the best gaming pieces, why did these come up? Well, one of the obviously biggest factors is like these channels are huge. They have a lot of subscribers. I'm pretty sure they're verified. Like Linus Tech Tips, I know that's a huge channel. So obviously they're gonna have a better chance of ranking for keywords, which is why I would recommend you guys try to acquire a channel that has a lot of subscribers, even if the channel's dead, which is actually kind of what you want. You want to get a dead channel that has a shit ton of subscribers. I'm talking about like 100, 200,000 subscribers. Even though it's dead, the fact that it has subscribers will allow it to weigh in the algorithm and will allow it to rank for keywords a little more easily than a channel that obviously didn't have that many subscribers. And the thing is with dud, like kind of dead channels that have a lot of subscribers, you can get them for pretty cheap because they are dead. And that's kind of when you want to actually tackle and acquire one of these channels because it's dead. It's going to be cheap, but it has the subscribers. But also when you're doing this transaction, you want to make sure that the subscribers are actually real, and you can do that by checking the graphs. I'll talk about that later in this course. But anyways, back on topic. I'm just kind of throwing out lots of tips here and there. So anyways, let's say like subscribers really didn't matter in this kind of ranking right here in the terms of thumbnails and whatnot. But let's just talk about why these thumbnails are good. For example, this one right here, like huge font that is huge text, completely related to the topic, and also another like credibility thing is the 2020, which means it's relevant. And then you see in the title, it's short and sweet. Hold on, I don't know why series popped up. You see the title is short and sweet. So top 5 best gaming PC 2020. So I promise you these keywords right here, best gaming PC 2020, that is huge. And then top 5 is also just a big bonus. Guarantee best gaming PC 2020 has a lot of search volume. Now I would normally have vidIQ downloaded, but right now I'm using a incognito tab just so when I search certain keywords, I won't get a biased result. Because when you're signed into an account and you're constantly searching up different videos, the YouTube algorithm understands what you normally search up. And if I normally search up gaming computers and watch certain channels, that are related to gaming. When I type this in, I may not see these results if I was signed into an account. But what I do is I come to an incognito tab where there's no cookies, there's no stored history, where the YouTube algorithm can try to suggest videos based off what I searched in the past. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, once again, going back on the topic, you go through and you just notice the more crisp the photos are for these thumbnails, the better they seem to perform. And the more emotion there is, the better they seem to perform. Well, but the motion really mainly comes in if it's a personality channel. Kind of like Linus Tech Tips. You see that there's a face to the channel and there's a guy who likes to provide the tips. So like obviously, whether it's a personality channel, or even a top 10 channel, if you can somehow incorporate some sort of human facial emotion, that'd be great. Because more emotion, the more kind of that's the pathos. There's pathos, logos, ethos. That I don't know if you guys learned that in school. So pathos is you appeal to emotion. Logos is you appeal to credibility, which in this case would have been like the 2020. And then logos is logical. Ethos is credibility. Anyways, going through once again, like you can just look like the colors are vivid. There's emotion in them, and obviously the credibility comes from them being established channels. So let's just try to go out to another channel. I know Top Trending is also a good channel to check out. So if we go look at these videos, let's just click videos, and actually once again, let's do this method where we sort by most popular. We can see that obviously 106 million views in 6 years for this video right here. Like God knows how much that video generated this channel. So 16 naughty facts, obviously, like sexual videos. Once again, I'd advise you to stay away from them, only because YouTube generally doesn't like that shit. They don't like the inappropriate things. So let's just move on to this. So 10 people who survived the impossible right here. So obviously that thumbnail speaks for itself. And once again, I want to reiterate this. Like, if the thumbnail, the photo speaks for itself, you do not need to add anything to it. Just use the photo as is. But then again, if sometimes you feel like you can add more value to the thumbnail, add more clickability, add more kind of like emotion to the thumbnail with text, then go ahead, do it. But do it at your own risk. Use it wisely. So now we go through 5 most badass people of all time. Obviously, they did a good job by picking somebody who looks like, he's huge. He has guns all around him. He's in the military. He's shirtless. He has dog tags. Like just what I'm trying to do is just go through and decipher why these thumbnails work. Now, 25 strangest last meal requests on death row. Not only is that an interesting topic, which is very important, it's also a great title, and the thumbnail is great. Like, you look at this guy, he's in prison, he looks like your average guy, and he requested a fucking apple? That makes me want to click on it. That makes me want to see what the other 24 people requested for the last meals, because the first one seems to be so absurd, the rest should be just as good. And so 10 most expensive things in the world. Like, for a video like this, you can put infinite amount of things for the thumbnail, but this guy chose to do a golden Bugatti, which is obviously a great choice. And this was posted 5 years ago when this video was a little unsaturated, that sort of topic. So I'm gonna skip over all the old like 5, 6, 4, 3-year-old videos and try to find something recently that was within the last few months that actually went viral. So we're actually gonna keep scrolling. I'm just gonna keep checking out. And as I'm scrolling through, just check out these thumbnails. Just look how clickbait they are. Just look how they're all clickbait. Like this one was a year ago, 10 athletes who got caught cheating on live TV. So guys, this topic right here in general is saturated because there's only so many sports situations that happen where you can actually compile a video together and make it unique. But anyways, going back on track, I'm just once again searching for a video that seems to have, like this one right here. This one was a year ago. The story of the 420-pound 10-year-old kid. So that's a pretty interesting topic from the very beginning. Obviously, the thumbnail speaks for itself, and the title is very well done. The story of the 420-pound 10-year-old. Greatly done. Let's just keep going through. And as you can see, like a Lamborghini on fire, that's clickbait. 528 million, that's clickbait. And the title is biggest lottery winners. Where are they at now? And with 528 million dollars, you want to know like where the hell is that guy? What is he doing now? But going through, let's see. I'm just trying to see what is good. What is 2 years ago? That's still kind of old. 2 years ago, still kind of old. But okay, so 10 strangest facts about the Titanic. So sometimes it's also hit or miss. You may think like, oh, how would that photo have ever gone viral? But it does happen. Right timing and relevancy all does the favor. Uh, so guys, once again, this was kind of a reiteration of the last video that was in the previous module, is that you just got to keep looking at thumbnails and eventually you'll get the hang of understanding why things go viral and why the thumbnails work. So I hope that helped a little bit. Guys, once again, it's a little hard going through random channels and trying to tell you why they went viral. It's better if I were to find you in your case. Let's say you're struggling, you have a channel, you've uploaded like 20 videos. What I could do is I could come in and point out every single video and say, this is shit, you gotta fix this, this, and this about it. And then I move to the next video and say the same thing if it needs it. You know, like I want to tailor to you guys. You know, it's one thing to try to teach you to how to figure out why thumbnails go viral, but it'd be even better to have a mentor like me sit down with you one-on-one, completely tailored information towards you specifically on how you can improve exactly what you're doing. Because like realistically, going through and trying to find like picking top trending or another big channel and trying to tell you why they did what they did and why it's working is, you know, it's easier said, it's easier to say, but for you to implement it is a little more difficult because you may not be doing the exact same topics like they are. But anyways, once again, my point is, like, if you want to get mentorship, I promise it will benefit you a lot. If you've already purchased my course, you know, we can work out a deal where it could be cheaper mentorship than someone who hasn't purchased the course, because I do appreciate my students. But anyways, guys, that's about it for this video. I hope it helped a little bit, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.